sometimes the name of a manga is so stupid that even the name makes me want to not read it.
What's the name?
I'll just put a screenshot. Like, how the hell?
Magically.
That actually would make me want to read it.
That sounds somebody fucked with.
Someone played Skyrim and didn't just enabled all the
I mean,
cheats.
it sounds like a 2-year-old wrote that, so no.
Yeah, I will say you're not wrong. Actually, hold up. Wait a minute. That is remarkably accurate. You're not wrong. All these new isekai titles are literally like a 2-year-old wrote them. These are the titles I would give shows as a 2-year-old. Yes, the overpowered 900 plus level sage.
The most overpowered.
If you're gonna make something overpowered, make the conflict interesting for the character. Your character doesn't need to fight gods on god level. You can also just make the conflict differently.
You can make psychic.
Oh, sorry.
Hmm?
I cut you off there. What were you saying?
Oh, I just said you can make Psyche K. I think that's a very good portrayal of an overpowered character with a story where he doesn't just fight other overpowerful people, and it's still a good story.
You see, the problem is, see that people don't want isekai to be good. A lot of them. I'm gonna say because I am part of the problem.
Oh.
Let's see.
Okay, so the bad TV dramas.
You probably had like
Yeah.
a half an hour to discuss all of this, and you stayed quiet. Once I decided to start a stream, you're like, you know what?
No, I was making breakfast. I got back like 3 minutes ago.
What are we discussing?
Bad taste in shows and how I have that.
Okay.
Yeah, me too, to be honest.
God mad. No, okay, sorry.
Guess in that case, I got a simple question to ask. Are you ready to begin?
Perhaps.
What
Nobody
the fuck was that
answers.
sound? That was like a lizard, like a small lizard, just like.
Oh, that was good because that was me making that sound.
It was
That
either
was impressive sound.
it was
I'm
either
ready now.
Yoshi or a Donald Duck impression.
I see it. So, last we left off. How do I say this? You wanted to see the fire temple, the temple that you don't even know the name, albeit just it's somewhat location. Ares went to the barkeep and asked for information. The barkeep knew information, but was willing to give it for a price. You literally have accompanied yourself with a literal millionaire, decided to intimidate the elderly man with a natural 20 in intimidation, thus giving him a heart attack. As Ares, you tried to repair the mistakes your comrade made by accident. You essentially were left off to this inn tavern, a place where people whatnot for almost an hour until Constantine snooped around in the rooms that were under lock and key and found a very peculiar room that belonged to someone. After some snooping around and trying to fuck with the room by a wish spell, you got yourselves into the tension, into the perception of a child of Misra, where Constantine had several revelations that he might not be as all powerful and as all clever as thought, as well he thought it was his first encounter with her. She essentially have used her own means. And how do I say this? And after those revelations, including the one that Constantine will not have a very good time after his job is complete. He decided to make a scroll teleportation that would teleport you to the tree, to the goal where Ares needs to go. So, simple question for you. Is everybody going? Remember, Constantine can make a scroll teleportation. He can teleport you, but he cannot force you to teleport.
Question: does he know Does everyone know we're going to the tree?
Um,
Uh,
I
As
think
of
He just
yet,
said we're going.
I've said it very vaguely, but you could
yes.
pick up on it. You have enough wisdom to just naturally insight that's where we're going.
This is literally
Oh,
a
okay.
god at the moment. I think.
Yeah, I feel like you'd pick up on it.
So Ves is like. So
Do
yeah, then
I-
at least Ves knows. Okay, that's a very good thing to know because I wasn't sure because I would know it was being vague about it, but I wasn't sure if Ves would have known. But now she knows. So yes. Does anyone else know or figure it out, or just Ves at the moment?
That I'll leave that up to you.
yeah, Ares was pretty distracted that entire conversation. He basically missed the entire conversation.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
It's like Constantine looks around the room. You heard her. We have 5 minutes to pack up. Get your things.
And going where?
He gives you a smile. The tree, of course.
Uh,
Yes, you are with the group, Sophie. Sorry.
Okay, great.
but what about the temple then? Shouldn't we meet some other druids before?
I had a talk with a kind of. Is the girl still here, right? Just checking up on her father, right?
Yes.
I had a lovely conversation with that lady over there. I am now aware of all the details. We are good to move.
Also, Arachnus music.
I know. I'm wait. I literally
But-
last
The bot.
time was all about like one single action in the air. So I prepared the music, but now you're like prolonging the moment with extra questions you didn't ask last time.
Yeah.
So
But, but, but I saw the tree in my dreams. And do we really have to go right now? Can't we wait?
oh,
No.
so I assume everyone is going.
But the people around, shouldn't we at least warn them?
We can still warn them while we're there.
Can we do that? Will we have time?
He thinks for a moment. If not, I'll create time.
We will create time.
Oh, you have time manipulation too?
Okay.
Ves
So
shakes her head, but it's more like he intends like if something bad happens, I'll create time somehow.
Yeah.
You can pretty much.
Like
that.
there's a moment, and then he nods.
anyway, in that case, I would like you to roll me a d6, a d8, and a d12, Constantine, because you have a scroll. Oh
I'm a bit of a
god.
cheat, yeah.
The implication
A
did not
D6.
respond. Please, d6, d8, please work.
D6, D8,
Eh,
and one more. What was it?
d12.
D12.
Please work. Are you not
Oh
working?
no.
What?
I have no idea what any of these dice mean, so I don't know what's a good number or a bad number, but here we are.
What? No.
You
Betrayed you!
you're under. You're both. They're both under half. So no, I don't think you succeeded.
Low or bad, like high. We have no context.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
only
Sometimes
get.
he does do low or bad. I mean low good. Like the bags, for instance, he does low good. Oh, low powerful.
Please, but.
Pain and
I
misery.
don't see the play command. Where are you doing this?
Music.
I don't see you doing anything in music.
Okay,
Because-
okay. Then can you do this song then?
Alright, let's Let's see if it'll listen to me. Let's.
Cold super
Come
Farm is
on.
fine.
Oh no, the bot's down. It's straight up dead.
Ah. Give me a second. You know what? In that case, desperate times call for desperate measures.
Let's start beatboxing.
Shut up. No. I
Okay, okay.
Everybody
Fair
join in.
Let's go.
Oh,
Professional.
I'm not sure if I can do this on
Shut
my
up.
phone.
We are professional D&D
I for one
Zero
blame
stuff.
I for one blame Discord. Fucking nobody told Discord, hey, what if you just want to play music on a bot? Yo. There you go. I hope everybody can hear it properly.
Mm-hmm.
We
Very
can.
good. So give me a second, I need to check the rules. 2,
Oh.
4.
No,
What?
you go read that. I have to. Sophie, Vez is different looking now.
Oh yeah.
Don't forget, Vesh. I mean, she was there for that session.
Yeah.
Wait,
Hmm.
what? Which? Oh, the one where you got became god. Yeah, no, I know.
So
Yeah.
I just meant for the music. That was so fun.
Oh, haha. Got it.
Uh-huh.
so
I cannot hear the music.
you cannot?
No, I cannot. But I think that's a personal problem.
No, you just click on it and there's like a little video notification you can.
Yeah.
Do you have the
It
volume
doesn't-
turned all the way down?
No, I don't.
That is odd.
That is all.
Man, you know what?
Man.
You can look at the music section and there's the music, so you can.
I can imagine the music. It's fine.
No, you
You
can
can
click on it. There's
Play in your
a-
background if it comes to it.
Yeah,
Play it on your own
if you
tab.
want.
Oh,
In music there is that, but anyway, so what an impromptu manifestation of a scroll via wish is, you know, when you have infinite wishes
This is one of my older scrolls. I
and
actually made a couple of these.
teleportation to the World Tree Town, because it's the largest, the biggest, and presumably the first tree that ever sprouted in the world. So, for Ares and Constantine, you know this very trivially. Cat, the world tree, is incredibly big and large. Constantine, you impromptu just like, you know, tree, teleport me there. Not any specifics, where there are hundreds upon thousands of miles of roots, tree branches, leaves, in the 10-mile high tree. So, all of you and your companions teleport. Or you teleport instantaneously with no flashiness except for a simple pop, is complete and utter darkness. It smells of grass. For Ares, it smells of home. And you feel yourself in a tunnel or in a large cavern, and you feel your feet are firmly set upon roots, or a large root. Where you are, or in what place you are, you have absolutely no clue. What would you like to do?
Is there only root here or is there grass as well?
No, there is no grass. There is root as much as you can see, but you are also in complete darkness. So for those who have dark vision, you can see your respective lengths or views of surroundings, but beyond that, it's also darkness. You're basically on a massive route somewhere.
It feels very cold shiver. And ask around, are all of us here? Hello? Wes, Constantine, Theo, Link.
You're basically within each, like how you teleport out. That's how you teleport in. You didn't just sporadically
Okay.
spread out. You're all within each other's reach.
Then I'll say it
Yeah.
right now. Oh, you have mic problems. Jesus, first the audio, then the mic problems. Just reboot Discord real quick.
Yeah.
That most fixes it.
Who's the closest to Ares right now?
That would be
Eh,
Ves, because Ves had you on her back.
of course.
True.
Then you feel Ares really hold onto you tightly, and you can feel him shivering slightly.
And at this point, Constantine disappears.
Ah yes. Welcome to the tree vanishes.
Vanish.
It appears we are enraptured in darkness. Shamefully, Ves does not have dark vision.
Blank murmurs sadly something about not having a torch.
No fire here, please. I don't like. Guess to use any fire if you can.
Not being paranoid of light myself, a torch appears in it's already slightly glowing with a hum to it, but a torch appears in front of Link.
He looks at it, grabs it almost instinctually, and just and just starts looking around a bit. What you seem to be in.
Was it a torch that is lit then? Or?
It is Luton.
Let's see. Can Druid craft extinguish a torch?
Jesus Christ. Wow.
You can instantly light or snap a small candle torch. Yes. Ares goes like, no fire, and he uses Druid craft and he extinguishes the torch.
You just hear, the fire blazes for a moment, then just goes and just there's no fire.
Okay.
Now you're all in darkness yet again.
What is it's not Lecter, Link.
Can I ask something real quick? Is it with my current predicament, as in how Ves is now, can Ves somehow sense anything?
Yeah?
Okay, cool. That's all I need to know. So yes, I would like to have Ves, standing on the roof, would like to sense out the cavern, if possible.
What you realize is the roots on the sides go maybe 300 feet, 400 feet. And the roots is one of many that seemingly been going deeper and deeper into the ground. However, you do feel that you are quite close to a river, to a water stream. You need to get higher. There's no good way to describe this because it's not exactly how you feel. You know if you go up to reach the surface, you are underground, surrounded by no living creature, except insects and bugs and small little spiders, but nothing that would cause you or anybody danger, alarm, or even notice. But the roots are massive. They are, some of them up to 1,000 feet wide, seemingly going for miles to the ground, and some of them, also as massive, are sprout out in the air.
Okay, at least I know that. So I guess Ves will speak up. I can sense a direction.
Okay.
Are all close by?
That sounds good.
Mind you, the route you are on doesn't really have like a sudden like you can go down, but there is like a small curvature that leads upwards and one that goes downwards. As
Oh,
it is not a fully horizontal route with vertical levels.
it goes left, right, up, down, left, right, down, down. A, B, start, select.
So would you just like to go up?
I'm guessing I'm first gonna sense out where everyone of the party is and make sure they can get a grip of me. So I'm also using my tail to lean out towards the other so they can grab my tail and follow me.
Link should be the only one who has actual dark vision here.
Yeah, I know. But mind you, it is like dark. There is literally just like imagine you're the size of ants on like a route. Now just trying to figure out where to go in the dark. It's not exactly you're in this open wide cavern, but also you don't know where you are. Anyway.
Then I will guess I will lead everyone towards what I think is the upper direction.
I would like one of you to roll me a d10. Any one of you. And
Okay,
for
I
Theo,
don't- There.
for Theo, I would like you to roll me
Oh, okay.
perception and an
Okay.
insight. For Aries, I would like you to roll me a religion and an insight.
Okay.
For
Perception and
Constantine,
insight.
I would like you to roll a deception.
Perception. This.
I guess I'm rolling the d10 because I don't have to roll anything else.
I'm lying to the tree.
The net 20. Ooh. And what was the second one? Perception and insight, right?
Yes, insight.
Okay.
I'll wait for everyone to do their rolls first.
Perception, I have a net 20, it's a 21, and
Yeah.
for insight, I have a
Ah.
4.
I see it. Give me
21. Not.
Yeah, 21, and then.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, a net 20, so a 21.
Yeah. Then for okay, 27 deception and insight.
Good.
Has everyone rolled?
Baron, Constantine, have you rolled your insight?
No, I'm looking for my character sheet. Forgive me.
I like how he knew deception from the top of his head, though.
Yeah.
You don't know how many times he might have used persuasion or vice versa. You know?
Yeah.
Automatically.
I rolled 16 religion,
Yeah.
21
Just
insight.
wanna, just
Yeah.
wanna So,
Just have to roll the d10 after this.
I don't want to do that. Have someone else.
Yeah, I'm rolling
I
the
can-
d10
I
because I
can-
have to roll nothing.
I can roll the d10. Oh, you can do.
Yeah, because
You
I
do
didn't
it.
roll anything.
Yeah,
Ooh.
And there's his
Cool.
other roll. And now
Consistent
roll the
results.
d10. Uh-oh!
Nice.
Wes, it was you last time when we fell into the Underdark as well.
let me give you a second.
Funny. Not the Underdark campaign. Underdark adventure.
You know what? I don't know which.
Oh, I think I can cross this up to my inventory now. My former shield, which I gave to John. Yeah, that doesn't exist anymore.
You know what? I'll keep this.
Mhm.
This will be a surprise tool for later. So to put it quite simply, my good people. So let's start from the least significant. Constantine.
Oh.
You, as you keep walking, the path is simple, plain. It smells earthy, quite pleasant. It's not damp, you know, and you just make your way upwards. But there is a sensation in your mind and in your heart. One that you can hide of your heart, while in your mind you feel almost a storm rage, not of your design, but of your mass. It seems to be peering without even acknowledging itself to your presence into your psyche, your mind. less to scour your thoughts and your mind and your feelings, more
Time for some TV.
no, more like acknowledge and confirm that you are actually at the place.
Is he confirming, or do I have to send him a message back?
No,
Okay.
you can clearly understand that it is confirming, but also it's essentially like you know what you're gonna do when shit hits the fan, and you're hiding. You're trying to blank your mind, so it just.
To be fair, most of it's been erased.
I know, but it's you know it's trying. You're just being very cool
But
about
you know,
it.
I'm always keeping stuff. There's always stuff to hide.
Yes.
There's always stuff to hide.
Yes. So, you sense that something is about to unravel. Something big. Something that made your master just unprovoked, like basically without any way of warning, just to enter your mind and affirm, not even trusting you. You who served him by all means diligently for centuries. Which kind of makes it a bit bitter that he doesn't trust you on this, but then again, you know
Boss
what you're
man.
gonna do. Boss man. Yeah, that's for your perspective. For Ares' perspective, the second. Ares. There is. It is the sensation of fall here. The sensation of passing season from the height of summer to, the certainty of winter. It's cool, it is nice, it is refreshing, but after a few minutes, something begins to flinch you, pain you, burn you. Almost like a sudden fever. Maybe for a few seconds you think that it's just a sudden climate from going somewhere from extremely hot, somewhere that is way cooler. But then you realize that the entire area of you, the burning, the pain, is around the symbol, the golden symbol that was bestowed to you by the ants, or I guess their master. Give me a second. What's your
My insight
Oh,
is
yeah.
20? No, no, insight 21.
Albeit never to commune with you after that little incident, you diligently walk, but you feel maybe Constant is right. Everything is figured out, because as pridefully you want to say, you feel an aspect of humanity. Not a person, not a people, but the concept of it walking next to you, guiding you to your steps upwards. To what extent does that mean to you, or what will mean in the next following hours, you don't know, but you feel confident as you take your steps upwards. Theo.
Yes.
Theo. All of a sudden, take a few steps, a few minutes pass, getting higher, it's nice, it's pretty dark, it's kinda nerving, and then a shadowy silhouette of a familiar dragon slumps on your shoulder, and it just stares at you, looks at you. You stare into its eyes, and in its eyes, because it's like a shadow, it's like a mist, a very easy to spot silhouette in the darkness, but something in its eyes are swirling, twirling. Something is moving, something changing. It's not like simple fog or something. There's meaning, there is picture or a reflection of somebody's gaze. As you try to peer into it and try to understand its meaning, for you, the swirling just continues to be swirling, and there is nothing but just mist in the whelplings. So, the next hour is you literally proceeding upwards, making pace every once in a while, because the routes are not even. Sometimes it is a lot more cliff-like, while sometimes it's a lot simple and easy to cross. But you're going slowly but surely upwards until you come to a bitter stop. As in front of you, a massive cave just shrinks and eventually ends in a dead end. There were no passages to go anywhere else, but you just see that if you want to continue upwards, there's literally absolutely no way.
What?
There's
Why did we
just
stop? Ask Wes.
Yes, your sense of direction is worse than mine.
It's still dark, right?
It is.
'Cause
It
we've
is
been
dark.
walking-
Yes, you're still in darkness. You've been walking.
We have
for-
never opened a light source.
Yeah.
What in front of
Araxis,
us?
Is there rocks or dirt above us?
It is. It is like the path would still continue, but it's basically just this blackish, like extremely dark blackish dirt.
Okay.
Could I try? Because Ares saw the druids open the stones to the Colosseum.
Oh no, mind you, this is literally just dirt. Like as in,
Ah.
the pocket of this cave has ended by all means, and you're basically at the end of it.
Okay, so it doesn't feel in a druidic power
No,
from it.
no, it's just literally natural, normal formation.
Okay. Well, Araxis, Jess is gonna try to punch through the dirt.
Wait, I'm still on the back. I'm still on the back.
Well, how do I say this? It's less the way of punching, it's more like digging, right? There's no resistance, it's simple dirt. You grab a handful, you spread it to the side, and you can, shove it. Question is, how long are you gonna shove? And are you just gonna try to dig yourself up?
Well, unless someone stops Vess or says Vess, maybe we should do the other. Suggest Vess to not do it. Yes, she's gonna dig.
It's kind of
Okay.
irritating. I'm not gonna stop
Go
this.
for it.
No question,
Can-
I have a simple,
Yeah. So you said there was absolutely nothing. Like Lenk doesn't spot anything else here.
No,
He sees-
no, it's literally, yeah, sometimes it is just a simple open area in the massive root. There is literally nothing there. But question for us, are you gonna try to dig it diagonally? Like kind of deepening an angle, or are you gonna try to dig straight up?
Diagonally.
Okay. So roll me just 2 strength checks with advantage. It's
Three
not-
strength checks with advantage.
It's less about can you dig, it's more how quickly can you.
Okay, the first one will be. How do I do advantage roll again? What's the code for that? Keep 1
KH1?
plus. Okay.
Still don't know what it stands for.
Okay.
Keep highest one.
13. Okay, now we do 2 more times. Eyes 1 plus 6. 19. Eyes 1 6. 6, come on. So 13, 19, and 22.
So The next part of your adventure is one of interesting, as you are formidable people, all of you, and you decided to dig. No magic, no spells, no tricks. Just straight brute force. As for this, it is literally plain simple dirt. It is like occasionally a stone or gravel, some mixture of the earth. But mainly it's like blackish, sometimes compressed dirt. As you make your way slowly but surely upwards, upwards, and upwards until about 40 minutes of just straight digging. You seem to dug yourself like 200 feet. And all of a sudden, something cracks above you, this, as light of daylight reaches into your makeshift cavern as you made it to the surface. Mind you, you're fucking blinded because you've been just in the dark for the past almost 2 hours. But nevertheless, you made it outside. So, as for the outside, Best can roll a nature check with advantage. Ares can roll a nature with advantage. Well, Constantine, you can roll a history with advantage. And Theo, you can roll me a history check.
Oh, that's not good.
A druid with a fucking... I can't.
This is gonna be awkward for Ares. Oh god!
Huh? Okay, I have another net 20.
Yeah, we had nat ones with our lowest rolls.
Oh my
Aaron,
fucking
are you on the
god!
opposite side of the
I have
spectrum?
2 net 20s this session, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's pretty
Nat
good.
1 to nat 20 and both fours
So-
are high.
So, you know, you best for you, I'm just gonna say you just got blinded. Ares, you literally step out, you get out, and all of a sudden you just see trees. But like, not trees like one trees, but like hundreds, thousands of roots, trees. It's like a jungle for you. You don't have any clue what this is going on. For Theo, climb out and look around, you realize several things. You're somewhere underneath a very large tree. As you look up, and basically the entire sky is just tree. It's probably miles until you can get to a root, to a branch that leads into the actual, as you seem to be dead center of, almost dead center to the tree, just uprooted the middle of itself into the sky, but also you don't know why, but you feel yourself being in some sort of sanctified ground. You don't feel at danger, but you do feel extremely at ease. Now, Constantine, as you peer out, I assume the final person, as you don't want to get your dirt, your clothes to be dirty, you stumble upon at the center of Tat. And for a few moments as you look around, you immediately see the tree that is above you. And it's not natural, as the tree is about 2 miles from the ground, and it's only kept by its massive roots that will take hours or so what to travel to there. But the center is very important because, Constantine, you know, or remember, more like a mythos, but you know that it's to be truth. This was, the center of it was the first passage, the first gateway between this world and the Fae. This very land was blessed by Queen Melania millennium ago, where the first fake creatures walked out and eventually gave birth to the race that is known as the Elf.
You.
To the point that you know that this land or this area has no creatures, no hostile beasts. It is as instinct to the beast to stay away and respect the sanctity of this place. While you do feel at ease, you do also know that if somebody would try to taint this place, corrupt this place, there will be repercussions from the mortals, the druids of this realm, not only, but also from the Fae. Well, nevertheless, you're almost dead center of this, essentially this hilly, mushy land that is just extremely peaceful and quiet. Some mountains covered in greenery also stand somewhere, and you're just kind of there at peace. Can everybody roll me a perception check? Everybody.
Everybody,
I'm
perception
gonna be
now.
helping Aries.
Oh,
Advantage I have.
Oh no, there's a proficiency.
I'm rolling excellent today.
1 second,
I
don't
just
worry.
I just double checked if I have that, but no.
You can add 14 onto that roll.
8. That's 13 plus 14, 27.
So,
I have to
Yes.
clarify something actually really quick.
Hmm?
Aries, do you have proficiency in...
I don't have.
Oh, never mind. You disappoint me.
damn,
I
that was
proficiency.
rude. Yes. Well, you yourself, green. That's the main description. Green, nice, beautiful. You also feel almost like greeted by something. You feel that you're the beast that you possess, or vice versa, also feels at home. Less of like an actual home, but more like an honored guest. And for how long you had your little relationship, aka like several hours, it seems extremely calm and tame. Nevertheless, looking around, you see in the surrounding areas, but as you look at the above you, look at the massive roof, by the hundreds, by the thousands, and all different shapes and sizes. You can see on the major roof, there are makeshift, or not makeshift, just buildings. Buildings of wood that clearly are shaped, not made out of constructed material. And you can see creatures around the building. You've seen creatures like this before. The Arakocra, the bird people. That's so recently. Same for Ares. You can look around. On the ground, there's nothing. Countless of roots, countless of sprouts of trees. Looking upwards, you can see the tree, and of course, you also see housing on the roof.
One thing I will say, this entire time, Eris has been on Ves's back, and he has refused to touch the world tree in any way.
I'm not surprised because Vess was conscientiously knew that that he doesn't want to touch the World Tree. That's why Vess picked him up to begin with. So yes, Vess is now Ares' Yoshi.
Yeah.
So, what are you gonna do now? As you're literally you are just in a just greenish plain, and there's a massive there upwards.
Yeah. As we call it. I see people over there. Let's go there first.
Let us ask. That's all that says. Yeah, you got something? Sophie?
What?
I was asking if you had anything to add.
Oh no, I didn't. I'm sorry. I didn't hear you.
Oh, you don't hear me.
No, I hear you now, but I didn't hear you then.
Okay. Fine. I guess Vess will carry Ares towards the Arakakra.
Are you just gonna like find the closest route that are literally miles away and just walk there?
I guess so.
Oh, Rex, I have one question.
I can't teleport us anymore.
Is the dragon still staring at me, or has he stopped?
No, it seems to just be on your shoulder, staring upwards. Not
Okay.
really. Not really losing its gaze. It's just kind of locked in.
Okay.
Can I tell what the dragon's looking at?
It seems like it's looking at just at the, I guess, at the bottom of the tree.
I do have true sight if that's what it's looking through.
Oh no! It's just looking at the tree.
It's just like, yeah, okay, it's a cool tree, understandable. Having a tree.
Yeah, how do I say this? It is literally a tree where, you know how most trees in our world, it's basically the very, it's embedded. Basically, the roots are holding the tree up. The center of where the tree should be is high up in the sky, about 2 something miles. It's kind of odd to look at it.
Peak fantasy.
My fantasies are bigger than yours.
Ares feels a bit relieved that knowing that Theo has a winter spirit following us.
So,
Quote unquote knowing.
knowing. So,
Yeah, we will walk there. We will see people. No wasting magic here when we can die.
well, okay, so to put in perspective, there's plenty of, like, in some places, in the place you are, there's, no roots that are, like, directly, you can just grab one and climb. But the closest one that you think you could climb on and not walk is maybe, like, a few 100 feet away. The question is, would you, because there's plenty of options of how you can climb this tree, or fly, do you want to like go to a massive or big enough route that basically leads up to the base of the tree? Or would you just grab one of the more sturdy looking roots that are like, as thin as rope and just try climbing and see what you're gonna...
How long does the long route look to take? If you can see it.
Well, like, some of them,
guess.
some of them are pretty high up, so you can't really see. Some of them you can see that they go to the very ground. But the question is, do you really want to trust yourself for 2 miles on a route?
So we have to go up to get to the Arakakra.
We're always walking on the route.
You can walk it on the route,
Okay.
So, question:
Sure,
Would
yeah.
you like to? Yeah, would you like to climb one of the routes that you just see, like we're talking like smaller routes, like those, those ones that are almost translucent. Or do you want to like walk the big sturdy ones?
So we have to. Let me get straight. The Arakaka are not nearby on the ground. They're up in the tree partly, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's all I needed to know.
Additionally, you do have a druid and other people. We can just teleport.
I
Thanks
can't
very
really,
much for speak up.
I can't really teleport, but we can fly.
No need. Everyone, get close.
Question
So,
mark.
does everyone comply?
Um,
I'm guessing so. I'm getting Fia. Yeah, Fia will probably comply. I'll be right back.
Yeah. I won't leave Vestas back for any reason. So
Araxis, transport Fia plans up to where the Arakaka are.
Okay. Give me a second.
I transport the party up there. And that is gonna amaze Ares in a moment.
So I need to give me a second. I'm gonna roll something for myself. Wonderful. One, two. Oof. I need to grab the also.
So, wait for Theo. So, how's everyone's day?
Decent.
I've been looking forward to this day for a very long time.
Not
So-
in a way like this, did ya?
Araxis, what's your temperature in your country right now?
Oh my! There was like fucking hail like half an hour before I started the stream. It's like
Oh, no.
15 Celsius.
Yeah, same around here.
I'm back.
So, welcome back, Theo.
Welcome back. I guess we can begin. Guess we can begin then. Very good. So, Theo, can you inform Theo what you've done?
I just use transport via plans us up to the Arakakra area.
Ah,
So, in that case, second. There you go. Image found and thing. So, also you should probably join the activity Theo, so you can just.
it doesn't work when I do that. Like I have to do it on my phone, otherwise I can't speak. And if I do it on my phone, the music doesn't play for me.
Basically, technical difficulties.
Anyway, music change. Let's go.
So,
Did everybody hear this?
Yes.
Very good. So, my good people. So, Vess. Never tried this before. I don't know how it feels, but you know, you look at it, you stare at the thing that you want to go, and like, I want to go there. And you literally, for everybody else, the scales on Vess's eye, like chest, arms, back, become loose. As all of a sudden, as they become slightly loose, roots rapidly sprout out and essentially just grab all of you. As Best just slowly but surely within seconds just sinks into the ground with all of you together. For Best, you feel for a few moments in trance. Somewhere in the image of the branch in your head still there, until all of a sudden you just blink and you just see in front. You're essentially staring at a wooden wall, or more like a tree, as all of you suddenly, for the final few moments, as you got submerged into the ground with the roots almost dragged, all of you now seemingly been pulled out of the ground of the tree, in front of a wooden house that has basically been shaped out of the tree into a house. Give me a second. I need to roll another one thing because I know what's gonna happen. I want to see how severe. Oh
Again,
man!
we alerted the crowd.
Oh no! I need to. Give me a second. Oh, this is interesting. Man, I don't know how to describe this properly now. I really should. Oh, let's do it
You're
honest.
stupid amulet.
Huh?
No, Constantine is in his amulet.
I'm
He's-
I'm watching from a different plane of existence. This is
yeah, you. So basically, what you
popcorn.
basically see as you, no, as you get teleported in front of the, next to the wall, is that there is a window, and you know the window is big enough for you to just peer in just by accident. And as you peer into the window, give me a second. Where the fuck is the image?
Stop killing all people with heart provinces. Well, Vess is destroyer of worlds now, so comes with the territory.
Territory. You basically see an 8-foot tall aircock.
Ooh, 8 foot tall, bigger than
8
Vess.
foot tall. Well, like in its prime, seemingly squatting down, completely, seemingly entranced, until you hear a sound that that comes beneath its feet. Bess, because you basically have the thing. You realize something immediately. You are looking upon a recruiter who's probably taking a shit.
Okay. You want Vess to respond to that? She just okay.
I mean, I'm on Vess's back, so I'll probably see that as well.
Are you just gonna you're gonna just walk away? Or you're just gonna just stare?
No, yeah, what?
Ares.
Ares tugs at Vess just come move there.
So, where are my positions? Are they shitting on me or what?
No. You just look through a window, the first window you see, and you see, you know, this night like a simple room, right? Like it's wooden room, and you see one giant Aarakocra squatting down, seemingly concentrating on something else, and you can, moment after you realize it's shitting.
Okay, so it's at the poop.
You're
it's at the
literally
poop
staring
house.
at someone's outhouse at the moment.
Okay. Then I guess, well, that's like Vess is like, okay, and then turns around to look behind her.
Okay, but when you turn around, you essentially see well, basically what you see is a route that you're standing in, seemingly continuing upwards into the sky, and you see where it ends is basically the base of the tree. What you do see there, like down the route that is about like a mile destination from where you are, You see Aarakocra. Some are flying, some are walking. The closest maybe 1,000 feet away, but they seem to be walking to to the tree. None of them are walking towards you, thus none of them see you. But also what you realize, Vess, is you're basically at the edge of the settlement village. As when you look through the tree, there's no other buildings. There's nothing. There's like as smooth a path as you can make.
Are there a lot of Arokakros around?
From where you are, just looking, you can count at least 30, 40, but with certainty. Some are walking, some are flying, some are way ahead than others.
Yeah, I tell Wes, can you go closer to one of them? I need to say something. I need to talk.
Fez looks around for the companions first. See that they're nearby.
You literally look down, like look around, like you can look back the route, like going or like you look straight, you look behind, and you basically see what seems to be a not makeshift, but just a road with a bunch of buildings that are made of similar material as the one that you're next to. You do immediately spot at least 6 or 7 Aarakocra that's seemingly heading your way. Oh my god, there's just large thunder and light.
Very frightening.
Yeah. Question. Because, they seem to be just walking completely oblivious for a few moments. Do you want to just, show yourself, or do you want to hide? Because they just, just kind of peer back and you just see down the road, or the
Show ourselves.
Well, if it's up to Vess wouldn't give a fuck and would just make herself be known, I guess.
Okay. You all decide.
Yep. Best course of action.
I mean, we're not antagonistic, so why would we?
I mean, I couldn't really try to hide if Beth doesn't hide.
I mean, worst case, all of them will die anyway.
Here's the thing, Vess is at this point know what her powers are,
Pessimistic.
what she can do. So she's like, yeah, this is... Why would I be scared? I am the predator here.
Predator versus birds.
It's like they're gonna fly away. Yeah, that's not gonna work.
The new blockbuster movies. Predator versus birds.
Are we talking the bird from Birdemic? Predator versus Birdemic.
Birdnado.
God damn it, I took a sip! You made me laugh during a sip! Oh, don't do that. I guess he's gone for a moment.
Yeah, it sounded like there was thunder and he needed to do something. Close a few windows, maybe. So yeah, I'm not very optimistic, I will say, outright,
About what?
about being able to save people and not being a mass murderer twice. So, but I will try. We just need to convince a lot of people that the apocalypse is about to arrive. So that would be fun and easy.
I mean... No, you were right.
No, it's like, oh, convince the fact that the apocalypse is gonna arrive and you have to flee. You have Vess!
I think, to be honest, mass murderer Ares would be very funny.
I mean, I've done it once. In my hometown, so
I've been a
Well,
mass
that wasn't
murderer
you
once.
doing.
basically
tricked.
him.
It's not your fault.
So, What's the consensus?
We T-pose for dominance and show ourselves.
Goes for that. We're just gonna step out, just T-pose.
We step
No.
out and act like normal humans. But we only have one sort of human. No, I had two humans here.
You all just fucking step out, just fucking T-pose. Right?
No,
Fucking
we don't actually T-pose, but you get the joke.
Actually, T-pose.
Howdy, partner.
Boom, 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 boom,
Yeah, you
boom.
step out. Their cockroach takes, but their cockroach in front of you takes but a second. Well, no, that's not a. About 60 feet away, just take a few seconds and just stop and just stare at you. Their cockroaches are simply dressed, brownish, bluish, and yellowish clothing. Nothing too of impressiveness. About 5 foot tall. And they just kind of stare at you, just approach. Is it? No, approach. I guess just stand there.
Hello. Oh,
Wait a
wait.
second. I need to just find a proper. Gonna. Oh yeah, by the way, I'll have to go in like 2 minutes for like 5 minutes. So this.
Okay.
It's a nice town you have here.
Stand.
There you go.
Would be a shame if something were to happen.
If you ever see him, kaboom.
You like fire?
You'll have to soon.
Yeah, you're gonna have to adapt. Anyway, so basically, just quickly. Boop. Head. There you go. So, you step out, you look. There are cockroaches that were walking, and now you're blocking their path, just kind of stand there for a few seconds. And the closest to, because they were walking the closest to you, one of them starts just slowly but surely approach you, just kind of eyeing all of you. And about 20 feet away from you, just immediately just nods and says, we have visitors. Nobody told that we had visitors.
Yeah, we just arrived.
It nods. Tell me, do you come for the morning prayer?
You cut out.
It says, he said, are you going for the morning prayer?
Well, I haven't heard of that before. We're actually here to meet someone. Or I'm here to meet someone.
The other cockroach passes by the one that you're speaking to, and eventually passes by you, and other cockroaches are passing by you, while this other cockroach is talking to you and says, "Oh, you're meeting someone, a friend. Who could that be?"
Well, do you know someone named Puck? A seer or maybe an oracle or something?
Its eyes a bit wide. We all go to see the oracle. Fret not, young one. He will be there at the morning prayers, I am sure.
Good, good. Then we will come there as well. My name is Aries. And we used to be part of the Azure class.
Wait, you said we are or used to?
We used to.
Oh
Because
my
this
God.
is the first time I've said that name to anyone else here. This party.
I know.
Beth doesn't care.
It nods and approaches you, extends its hand, and just kind of says, My name is Noodle. The one made of wheat and water.
It's not. She's not saying anything yet.
It's nice to meet you, Noodle.
Nods.
Yeah.
And I guess then all of you, slowly but surely, with the guidance of Noodle, you just follow Aarakocras as you kind of get higher and higher, and you are miles from ground. You can basically see where you started, essentially. Oh god, the rain. Oh god. His name is Noodle, yes. He is Noodle of flour and water. That is technically his full name. Mm-hmm.
Time to meet the Oracle.
Okay, so
No salt so far.
shush. Also, I'll be right back because I gotta go. There's a fucking massive storm, so I'll be back in 10 minutes. So you're basically walking for about an hour, getting passed by a bunch of Aarakocra, but essentially Noodle is keeping pace with you, and if you're willing, he's willing to have a conversation with any of you. And I mean any of you.
I'm enjoying the peace and quiet in my.
Okay, in that case, I'll be right back. Oh,
It's his
I'm
name.
gonna-
Noodle.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Fia.
Hmm?
Go
I'll
ahead,
prepare.
Sophie.
No, I just-
Sorry.
I just made fun of his name again.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm just reading a book while you guys do all the hard work. You don't get advantage on history checks for being lazy.
Okay, Ares, what did you want to say?
We now have one name to put on the gravestone.
You're so grim.
What
yes.
grade? Oh. And just Noodle 1, Noodle 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's so for conversation, we're gonna probably have to ask a few things. Are you guys okay with that?
Yeah.
Sure.
As a player, I would like to know how long have they lived here? Have they noticed anything unusual? Do they know about the village that was attacked by demons?
Yeah.
And last but not least, does the tree bear fruits?
Oh god. Don't pick any fruits.
Yeah, this is why that's good to know information.
Yeah.
You can now see why these are important questions.
Yeah.
My
Ares
my
wants to
question
go.
would be, is it a problem if the word tree burns down anytime soon?
Ares wants to start with Pock, which has been his mission since the start. And if he is a seer, like a powerful person, maybe he can. If Ares can convince him that stuff will be bad, maybe he can convince everyone else to just flee.
I think this.
Hopefully, the Arukakura will be able to fly, can just fly all over the place, all over the tree, warn every nearby village and town. That's my goal right now. Have all the birds.
But my question
Eric.
is, who's gonna ask these questions?
Oh, we can all ask questions.
Yeah.
I guess Vess will probably ask about the fruit for sure. Trust me, there's more meaning behind them right now. But trust me, she wants to know about the tree having fruits.
I think maybe we could ask them what kinds of gods they're praying to.
We can
Maybe
also add that to the list. So let's make the list of questions. So question 1, questions. Does the tree bear fruits? How long have they been living here? What was your question again, Fiel?
What kind of gods they're praying to? I guess their religion.
What gods do they honor? Aris, you had a question?
I'll keep my questions to myself because they're character questions.
Okay. Do they know of what was your hometown again, Ares?
Hmm?
What happened to what was your hometown's name again?
Hat Maruk with an apostrophe between them.
Tatmaruk.
What about that?
Well, if we're gonna tell them, hey, the demons are gonna come, maybe if they already know about it, we can use it as an example. So
Yeah.
Maybe you're one of the gods they're praying to. Oh, that would be
that
cool.
would be a very awkward.
Oh, that would
That-
be very funny.
That would be perfect for us.
I'd love
Oh
that.
yeah.
If they're actually going to tell them that Doom is about to arrive and they need to flee. Yes.
You do know, yeah, about that. If it's the if it's the if it is that god that's this is the avatar of, yeah, that's gonna just make convincing very easily. But then again, they would have probably sort of recognized her. But then again, maybe not. We'll see.
You are like you're housing different great mega spirits basically. So
I'm just very excited to see what the other names in this town are. Like, if every character like named something like weird, it'd be very funny if he was like the only one who has a weird name.
Oh, I know
Yeah.
one more. Have they known peace? Have they only known peace since living here?
Have you seen War?
Yeah, it kind of will help us estimate the situation if how much we want to evacuate.
have you
Tell
eaten
me your childhood trauma.
have you eaten another bird?
Those just awkward
Is
questions.
cannibalism okay here?
What's your favorite color?
Oh, that's a good one. I should ask that.
How many fingers do another cockroach have?
That's actually known. Therefore,
Ah. Well, I haven't
But how
checked
many fingers does
closely
he
yet.
have?
Yeah, how many fingers does he have?
and my cat's meowing towards me
Oh.
because she wants to eat, and because she's spoiled rotten, I have to pet her first before she starts eating.
Ooh.
That's not a joke. Though she doesn't actually need it, but she just
Ah.
does it because I'm nearby, so she wants it. But she
My-
can just eat me.
My cat only drinks water from the tap. In the bathroom. For some reason.
Mm.
Constantine, you got any questions you want to add to the list? I know you're not there as a player. You can still ask if one of us should ask it. That's a no. I think he's not actually reading a book in real life.
Oh yeah, sorry, putting it down. What do you want?
Uh,
I'm
if you want
sorry.
to ask a question from the list, then besides the list of questions we have,
No. I could be less interested in this bird.
Why
As a
are you not
player.
interested in Noodle?
as a
That's what-
player-wise guy,
Yeah, no,
That's the
no,
weird
no.
question.
As a
What
player, as a player character,
Okay.
I think you underestimate the level of condescending asshole that Constantine could literally just not. They.
okay.
But that's the
I
real
mean-
question. What book would Constantine read?
What book would Constantine read?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Kamasutra.
What would he be reading?
The 4th edition D&D supplement. It was 3rd edition. Book of Erotic Fantasy.
Oh no.
Um,
He's just reading smut? No. Not on the clock.
No. He's reading about how to roleplay smut.
I was not
Even
expecting that from you, of all people.
Sometimes I need to be off the wall.
Oh, goodness.
how
That's
to
the,
be a deviant boss.
the perfect person to say such a thing is one who never says it.
True
It has more
enough,
it has more impact.
Um, no, it's probably, if I were to wager, probably a history book on around some of the revolution that happened a few hundred years ago. I like to imagine Constantine's just self-absorbed enough to read books where he knew he caused things to happen,
Oh,
and so he reads history books and he likes to correct them.
oh, that's good. Yeah.
It's the just like actually read it energy. He just
Yeah,
carries
yeah.
that as he reads a book and crosses out lines and puts a noble.
Yeah, that. But instead of I'm right. It's more like these peasants are so wrong.
uh, there is. Yeah. I mean, what books, if you guys were reading, what would you be reading?
Oh,
Mm,
that's a good question.
I mean,
As a
Thankfully, I stole it
character,
from someone. Yeah, as a character.
I'd probably either an adventure story or picture book.
Classic. A picture. Why not both?
Con- Constantine, I'm gonna ask, would you think Vess would be reading a book?
True. I'm not
A
sure of
shopping
Vess's
list.
level of education.
West would be reading a shopping list.
I think she would probably read a book, but
A recipe book,
in
cookbook.
in her character, she doesn't care as much. But some knowledge is good knowledge. So I guess she would probably read about certain things. But it's gonna be very rare to see Vess reading a book.
Would
Certain
West
things.
read a cookbook? Or like
Yes, actually, she would.
a crafting
Like
manual?
hunted creatures or
Survival guide?
survival guy. What's
At
what's the,
this
what's the guy who does all the survival?
Hunts and
oh,
crafts.
Hunts
at
and
this point, I don't think she cares about survival of a survival guide anymore. At this level, it's like
You still don't know what snow is, so
I think Theo is still traumatized from the last time he read a book, so I don't think he would read it as much in the near future.
I just see you reading a book and it's like upside down. You're not actually. I can't read the words if they're upside down. I have dyslexia. This is fine.
I don't understand any of this.
Oh, no.
Reading is supposed to make you smarter. I don't feel it yet.
I don't feel it.
yeah.
Um, I'm stealing that line. I'm for a different campaign with the people you guys haven't met. I'm playing a character with an 8 intelligence, and
Yeah.
common is not his first language. So I'm stealing that. They say books are meant to make you smarter. I'm not feeling it yet. I'm stealing that.
There was in one of the books I'm reading right now. There's it's the most off the walls, crazy kind of fantasy story, like Discworld kind of, just random stuff. And one of the characters that he can't speak the language that everyone else speaks, and he's the most hilarious character because he every time he speaks, it's such broken English in the text.
Yeah.
You can barely understand what he's saying, and a lot of the times it's sexual innuendos. So as well, so it's
Ah.
The more cursed.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Do you guys read a lot in your free time in real life?
I tend to do quite a lot.
I read a few things on a consistent basis, mostly manga and manhwa. But
Yeah.
but yeah, I've read I usually have one book that I'm reading through at any given point.
Yeah. The most I have ever read, the quickest, I in 2.5 weeks I read 25 books,
Whoa.
and each
Not bad.
like 200 to 300 pages.
Okay, that's a lot more than I ever did.
Yeah,
swear-
Oh, sorry, go on.
Nah, I swear cats are just Jedi.
Wait, go on. You have to elaborate on that, Nate.
So one of my cats is in the room whining a bit, and I'm like, "Well, you're sad. I'll give you a piece of candy." It doesn't even make a sound yet, and I'm like, "Okay, come on to the other room." And then the other cat runs over. I'm like, "How the fuck did you know it was gonna be candy? I didn't even do the rumbling sound to get your attention."
Yeah.
They know, they get smart, man.
Yeah, I read 1.5 book per day
Whoa.
at the time. Yeah, and for the rest of the year, because I did that the last 3 weeks of the summer before I started high school.
Ah.
My entire first year of high school, I read probably like 50 books, or maybe 50 or 100 books. And then after that, I started reading a bit less. But now I read one every now and again.
Yeah. Wow. I don't think I've read that many books my whole life. Like maybe I have,
Yeah.
But- definitely not in a year.
And the fun, weird thing is that I only ever like finished an entire like less than 5 or 10 actual series. Most of these are so long that they are like 15, 20 books long,
Mm.
and are either in the middle of being produced, or in the
Yeah.
middle of being translated from other languages.
Mm. When I was younger, I used to do a lot of reading because my grammar and spelling teacher, that was most of what we did with her.
Yeah.
However, being the sleep deprived little munchkin I was, I would like 95% of the time would just fall asleep reading the book.
Yeah.
Like I'd be reading and then suddenly the eyes were closed.
Mm. I only ever read a book before I joined high school. I only ever read books in school between like on break times because I was bored doing other stuff.
You guys got a favorite type of book?
I
Mm.
like fantasy. I'm
I like.
especially interested
no,
in
sorry.
Chinese fantasy.
All right, I fantasy. I based on your recommendations, I believe that.
Yeah.
What about you? Yeah? I'm
Theo?
lost.
What?
Theo? Yeah. What is your favorite kinds of books?
Um. Wait, are you asking me or?
Yeah.
Okay.
You,
Yeah.
Sophie.
I think like I tend to read a lot of detective novels. That just kind of
Ooh.
happened over the years. But I quite like thrillers in general. And a little bit of horror, but not on the side that's like
Yeah.
like more like a little psychological stuff.
Like psychological
Um,
thrillers?
Yeah, something like that.
Interesting.
Okay.
And
My
detective. Yeah.
my knowledge of the literature is so skewed because I've basically only ever read very obscure, weird Asian novels.
Mhm.
So I have so little knowledge about common popular stuff, and I've never read like these more like the common books like
Based on your answers in Cards Against Humanity, I believe that.
Oh, you like
There's
it.
Huh?
Oh. Hmm?
Some of your plays and references only make sense with that context.
my references.
What about you, Bess?
What?
Big
Oh,
reader. genres?
Nah. I'm a video
Alright, well, straight to
editor.
the point.
Thanks for the big elaborate answer.
This editor has nothing to do with interest in books, I would say.
I'm more a visual person, and words do not really help always with visualization.
Books.
Hmm.
I think
I
You know-
usually prefer like books over manga and comics.
Hmm?
really, I
Yeah.
would not have guessed that. Especially because of how many manga recommendations you've given me.
Yeah, as of late, I read a lot more manga than books. A lot more manga.
Yeah, I think I've read a lot of different types of books, but the ones that I chose to read mainly are psychology and theology.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Um,
that checks.
when I want to do entertainment, I usually watch videos or read manhwa. But when I'm just actually reading to enjoy something interesting or thought provoking, it's usually in those two categories.
that's so fascinating for me. I could not read that for enjoyment purposes, only for education purposes.
There's some really cool books out there. A lot. Some of my mother's recommended me. Just some friends.
Yeah.
There's some
One,
from my teacher. In fact, my former English teacher gave me a few things here and there.
yeah. One interesting quirk when it comes to me and reading books is that I have a very hard time reading hardcover books, like physical books. I only read
Really?
on the internet.
Oh. Because I
Oh.
can barely read on the internet. Like I can theoretically, but I love
Yeah.
just having a book in my hand.
Because I find it physically exhausting and painful to read a book because
Yeah,
I never know how should you sit down, how should you hold your book because every position is uncomfortable.
true.
You can't
Mm.
I can't comfortably read a book.
Alright, so now the question is, when do we start book club? Now,
Oh, that's a good idea.
If we start a book club, you know what I recommend you. Do you really want to do that?
actually, I've read a couple of your recommendations now, accidentally. I've went through a couple of the model wars that you recommended, and I forgot you recommended them, and I got like halfway through them, and like, wait a minute, I recognize this premise from somewhere. Thinks
Yeah.
for a moment.
Hello, Rexus.
I have recently
Hi.
stumbled onto channels on YouTube that just send small like manga recommendations.
I'm getting those too, man. They hunt you down after a while.
Yeah, I mean, for me it's awesome. I found so many good things from there. And some stuff I
Most of
want.
mine are still trashy isekai recommendations, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I have one to send you that you would really like. I think, Terry.
Araxis is back, people.
Alright. Sorry, we got
Yeah.
distracted by talking about books.
We get distracted by everything, honestly.
We're on the internet. What do you expect?
So, anything you wish to ask, Noodle?
We got
Yes.
questions.
We got a lot of questions.
Wheat and water. So, come on. What is the questions? Because there's a lot, like a long journey.
The first question, and I think this will be best ones. So, how long have you been living here?
Since I was born here, about. He seems to think about for a few moments. 22 seasons. 8.
And as a tribe?
That is a good question. Yes and no. We are of the tree. We have a sacred duty that had been bestowed upon us millennium ago by the great priests that connected our realm to one of Titania's. You know, roll me an insight check.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go. Let's grab my stat sheet real quick. Inside. Oh, let's just start. Woo. 22.
So, you look upon the Zerkopra. While you do not sense any deceit, you sense that he is. While he gives a soft and pleasant look, like he is interested in answering the questions with eagerness. He also seems like he doesn't know much himself, but he wants to keep a conversation. So you have to assume that you should probably listen to this Eric Cocker with a pinch of salt, if you will.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Okay, I think the next question should be for Theo, because you want to ask about the gods that they honor. Because it dropped in conversation because it said Titania.
I mean, you can ask it if you want.
Your question, you ask. Your character asks.
All right. So you said something about having a morning prayer. What? What are you praying to exactly?
For the good health, for the prosperity, and for the wisdom. For and within the tree. Or at least that's what I was been told.
So you're praying to the tree.
Or for the tree, or because of the tree, many different reasons.
All right. But I have a question that's kind of a lot more important than that. What's
Go
your
ahead.
favorite color, Noodle?
There it is.
He seems to think, seems to ponder, like almost like sophisticated, and then he stares upwards into the horizon to the north, looks at the sky and says, I think blue. And then he nods with confidence. I blue.
What a great answer.
Okay, that's that question done. We still have 3 more. Since he's not too knowledgeable, we should. Yeah. Okay. This is. Aris, you want to do one of the questions, or should Vest do the next one?
I mean, I don't talk to this person. I want to talk to the different person.
Sorry, what? You were a bit too fast.
Not interested in this particular Arakakra. I want to talk with a different Arakakra.
Okay.
So that's
Then I
waiting
guess
for
Vest
us.
will ask the next question.
Does this tree bear any fruits?
It bears almost anything that this world has to offer. Fruits, vegetables, spices, remedies across the world that you see now came from here. Albeit some are more common than others. Everything that you see in the world came from here. So naturally, everything should be here.
Then I'm guessing I'm going to do a follow-up question.
So, it also grows on the branches of the tree?
Jonas looks at you with a smile and looks up. The branches are as big as... well, the biggest road you ever walked. It is not on the branch, it is somewhere in the branch. It is... miraculous.
Okay. Okay, good. Then I guess the last. Then I have the next question again, because apparently I'm the only one who will ask.
Has this place only known peace for the last centuries?
He seems to think on it for a few moments and then nod. Yes. As far as I can see, no problems have been here in the tree, around the tree. He almost then just looks around over the horizon, it's almost like waiting for a sudden alarm or attack, and then just kind of shrugs.
Could you take us to the prayer?
You're walking towards it. I
Okay.
just said while walking. Do you have any
I'll walk
questions?
Good. Okay. Good.
Just you don't really wanna like. Would you give me a second? Can I
I
find?
don't have any more questions.
Sure. I had just a simple. Oh wait. Oh no. I remember. Hold up a second. Oh. Theo. Your
Oh,
present.
Yes.
final question.
Huh?
Hmm?
You got another question?
Yeah, one last question.
Sure. What's the question?
That would be this one.
The reason I asked is because there's been many things happening around the area. Have you heard about what happened at Tamaruk?
Yeah, it's flinches as you say that.
It thinks for a few moments, but you can clearly see that the name brings nothing in this. Oh, how horrible. No, you give
Indeed.
And I guess it's the question, so now you can do the Theo thing.
The field.
Yo,
Yes.
you see your companion, your little dragon whelpling, flop its wings, seemingly yawning, and he just delivers a single word, still staring at a tree. Miraculous.
I'm looking at him. What's miraculous? Tree?
No, the symbol behind it. The realms have been united.
You mean the demon realm and the hour?
Oh no. Oh. One of Tiamat and one of Anya.
Oh, what does that mean?
It looks back at you. And
Great.
says it looks at you. And says, I was here to observe, see what has passed by, and I can see that many things have transpired in the realm of Tiamat. Any response?
By things you mean what exactly?
Looks around almost haphazardly, but clearly is more of a show. There are no dragons afloat. Skies are clear. Not a single roar or shout of an ancient language spoken in my time. Much has changed, including the thing that we walk upon. Or, I guess in this case, you.
But what has changed? I mean, dragons are gone, yes, but wait, what connection do you have to this tree? What do you know of it?
I have nothing of it, but when I roamed the lands, there was no such.
Oh,
Oh, indeed.
so it's relatively recent. Relatively.
To you, no, but to me, I. Albeit I've been gone for 20 something millennia. Many things transpire in the realm of mortals.
Do you know why the tree exists?
Some sort of bond between the denizens of this and the Feywild, I assume. Albeit I would have expected a total war out of it. Perhaps they've forgotten the fury of the dragons, or the dragons have died out before.
You don't seem to be unhappy that there are no dragons around. Why?
It looks at you, turns at you. It just says, because I am here, there's still dragons. They might not be living, still. Maybe, chance, they're still living one. But I cannot sense it, nor will it matter. Alas, we have better things to do. Or I guess you have better things to do. It stares the tree.
I mean, what do we have to do?
For you walk your life, you live your life, you do what you will. And I shall observe the surrounding. Eventually, who knows?
What do you mean, who knows? What are you hiding? Is something going to happen? What do you know?
Roll me a persuasion check.
Okay. No, it's a 22.
Okay.
I shall speak of you in terms of seasons. What happens during summer?
It gets way too warm. I don't know. I mean,
What happens during the fall?
it gets colder, everything dies,
What happens during winter?
everything's dead,
What happens during spring?
everything becomes alive again.
It stares at you. You have your answer in the season. For now, it is winter. And from your companion's worries and stays, it is about to get very, very warm.
Oh,
Oh.
but why would you tell me this?
You asked.
Yeah, unironically, the answer from the welcome is because you asked. And for all means, you wish to live your own life, and I shall live mine. But will mine be greater than yours, or will it be the other way around? We shall see.
Well, thanks for kind of answering my question, I guess.
Oh, yeah, I don't know, just that was kind of funny. Let's see if I can find. Oh man, I'm sorry. Just that was so good. There you go. So, damn rude. So you eventually make it to the base of the trees, and in its massive grooves there are pathways. Of course, some walk, there are cockroaches, some actually fly, they have wings, and you actually start to in the crowd, not in the crowds, but more like as you walk, follow the cockroaches. Eventually, you walk into this entry inside the you walk, follow, and eventually you access what seems to be almost like a hollowed out area. Not the whole tree, but some section. And there you can see about 200 Aarakocra and about 20 or so other races of individuals. The Baxi, elves, and humans. Of course, including yourselves. Um, all seemingly gathering, having small talk between each other, and seemingly waiting for something to happen. Um, so, what would you like to do as a good? You're gonna wait, or you want to do something? Observe, investigate.
I wanna ask Noodles. So when does Puck come, and is he here?
Noodle's eyes swiftly look through the surrounding area until one of the cockroaches, which is literally next to you, says, "No, he is not here." Noodles very confidently, positively replies the answer to you as well. That no, it is not here. But it should be here. Any moment. Any minute. Maybe within an hour. People
Oh,
still
okay.
gathering. Gonna get crowded.
Could you tell me when he arrives?
You should see bullets arrives. As it kind of points. Like, this whole place is about. How to say this? There's like a lot of highs and lows in this area, but a lot of lows. As it kind of points at the highest point, which is literally just almost like a enlarged what's it called? Just enlarged I forgot the fucking word. What's a fucking
Amphitheater?
it's not like that. It's more like a wooden needle, but it's not a needle. It's like a small little, not hollow, but like a small twig, like a needleish twig that is
Stick?
almost, well, kind of, but a bit bigger. It's like a platform.
Ah,
Yeah, it is clearly the highest point in this place. Kind of center, almost in the middle. As Noodle points at it and says, "She will stand there and she will talk."
okay. So it's a she. Okay. Yeah, good. Thank you.
So yeah, everybody's just kind of, time passes. Any actions, anything you wish to do, etc., etc. Mind you, Vess, you have a lot of fucking looks, like a lot.
Yeah. Ares still stays on Vest's back, doesn't walk down. Doesn't want to touch the ground.
Playing the ultimate game of floor is lava.
Yeah, and this entire time, ever since teleporting here, he has been tense and nervous, and it's clearly obvious to anyone else in our party.
So, just a final confirmation. Anything you wish to, any one of Constantine,
No.
Theo, Vest.
First, just looks at all the people looking at her, but she remains at a neutral composure.
You can roll me an insight if you want on that, Vest.
Sure, why not? $11.
Their looks, some are quite longer than, just a simple glance. And from the looks of it, it's not out of hate or disgust, but more of awe or something similar to that. What exactly is that purpose? Probably because you're emerald green. Just this creature, El Creatura, if you will. So, Constantine, anything? No?
Oh, I wanted to do something actually.
Sure, Theo, let's hear it.
I was actually going to tell my party about the thing the dragon said. So,
That it's winter.
okay. Yeah, guys, you know the little ghost dragon thing that sometimes sits on my shoulder. You know the one.
The wind spirit?
Vest peeks over.
He's sitting right there. You can see it, right?
No.
Well, Vest could see him, I believe, because of what she is.
I mean, maybe. That's up to the DM, though.
No, only you, because you have to visit.
Okay, so Vest.
Yeah.
You see this Vest peering at you, Theo, but
Clearly, Theo's lost a few nuts and bolts on the way. It's been a traumatic
okay.
journey.
So he told me he told me that it's winter and it's going to be spring soon. And I think that's important.
so Araxis, it's summer technically, right?
Yes, it is summer. It is.
Okay, then Vest just looks at you and then gives a small response.
I believe it is summer. Right.
No. It has something to do with dragons and dead people and not dead people. It's something to do with dragons. I'm sure, and it's important. And yeah, I
And on
Yeah.
that, Constantine poofs into existence once more with the small but polite, just rewarding clap. Just the well done. There's a couple analogies you can use for it. And no, you're not going mad. The dragon is there.
oh, that's good to know.
Over to Ares. Ares,
Yeah.
druids. They have great respect for nature, do they not?
He nods.
Well then, why is there a whole circle around wildfires?
Because fire is a natural part of life.
And he smiles, and he disappears.
After that, this Vest just looks at Theo and then pats him on the shoulder with her tail.
You guys
Oh.
understand that?
Oh, She'll be fine. Do not worry.
Yeah.
You
Uh,
don't
uh,
know what's going on in Vessa's head. It's like she's trying to hide something from you, but
Ares doesn't shiver anymore, but he has to feel his cold. But he knows the analogy,
mhm.
or he can guess the analogy, or at least he has a lot of his mind right now. So he makes his own idea of what that means. So
So,
he's past the point of shivering in fear, going beyond. Oh, it doesn't fear, but in
But
anxiety.
still in Yoshi.
Yeah, used to the usual.
But yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and
pretty much it.
you literally green as well. That's perfect.
so nothing then.
Nothing
Nothing.
else now.
I have to wait for the important Akakra to arrive.
It's time.
It is time. Let me check. Let's see. Do I have music for this? Actually, no. This is the music. I'm sorry. So, takes about 10 more minutes or so, and this little area becomes packed. Some are sitting, some are standing. But the commotion, the murmurs, but not what's it called? Not of of conflict, troubles, or anything, but more like greetings, small talk, and just simple chatter. Until all of a sudden, here you go. Up from seemingly nowhere, from the shadows almost of the roof of this quite large hall, you all of a sudden hear a single set of flapping as all the commotion stops. And there's flapping for a good 20 seconds as this shade seemingly making motions by the ceiling. Ares, you get a few taps on your back as Noodle just kind of points at the shade. But a second. Where is it? I had this problem last time already. Where it? I lost it. Oh no, it should be. A second. So, you know what? Let me actually get a better song. I feel like I can get a better one. Oh, there you go. Okay. I'm sorry, just so hard to work with double screens. Better,
Not
but
used to it
sorry.
yet.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. All of a sudden, after a few platters, comes this almost literally a shadow at first, until its features more start to reminisce of Arakocra, albeit a lot more slender, and her feathers is of a natural color. There you go. Good idea. But yeah, basically you see on the highest point of... Oh, hold up a second for my folders. No.
See.
But yeah, on the highest point, you essentially do see the slender 7, maybe even 8-foot tall creature. Everybody just kind of stares at. You can all assume that this is a person of great importance, and I guess for Ares, you know that this is the Oracle, otherwise known as Spock, or both. The Arakocra seems to scan the room for a few moments. Its gazes stare off at random places in the room for a few moments. Until the gaze stares at Vess.
I'll look back at it.
Vess, roll me an insight check.
Okay. Hello? Keyboard? Hello?
Yeah, this
Okay,
is
that-
scuffed.
23.
Hold on a second, I need to find... I need to find the folder. Hold up a second.
Okay.
Oh, there you go, Dean. I wanna... Yeah. Going to... $23, right?
Yep.
So... It seems to have... Well, noticed you, first of all. But then all of a sudden you feel like she knows. But not you per se, Vess, but more the creature within you. And seems to have a communication with it for a few moments. You can sense there is this almost a respect, understanding, if you will, between the Arakocra that is staring at you and the beast that is within you. And that's pretty much how the pleasures end, as all of a sudden the gaze turns away, your inside feels slightly empty. Not like something's wrong with it, but just kind of empty. However, as she looks at Ares, Constantine, you all of a sudden violently manifest out of the amulet on the ground,
Well, why don't this ever work?
losing
Yeah,
your
upgrade
footing and just
security
on
on
the
this toilet.
ground. You plop.
I'm just doing the Indian cross sitting. Trying to.
I
I'm gonna try to
meant
make
to
this
do
look
that.
as.
I
Yeah,
meant
exactly.
to.
I'm gonna make this look like this wasn't completely intentional.
Can I
Exactly.
perception
If I need to roll
or
performance for
insight?
that, I will.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. Can I roll performance to make that look intentional?
Sure.
Can I insight that?
Oh,
Sure.
man.
Roll insight. Do it.
Do I have advantage on this or not?
No,
Because
I'm
they-
not giving you advantage.
No,
Insight
Ares,
on
you're
my
just
side.
chilling. All of a sudden, fucking Constantine just fucking plops to your side. Yeah, you basically.
I will have a hard time beating this.
Nope. Completely intentional.
Yeah, completely intentionally. He just, you free fall to the ground, but you with your left hand you grab it, take a twirl and said, you're like, Style points.
It
Hey.
looks over and then looks back at
Uh-huh.
Spock.
Neat.
You called?
Are you just gonna say you called?
Yeah. Someone dragged me out here.
It just stares at all of you, but then continues to look.
It's like 200 people.
and then looks at other few people. And then their cockroach speaks. Dear brothers and sisters of the truth, I have foreseen a great many tidings in the past, of our present, and in the present of our future. You all know most recent visions I have received and the gravity of a few hushed murmurs, a few, conversations can be echoed. But one I guess, thing that is all resembled is fire. Something about fire, something like that.
Ares tries to smile, but he can't. He tries to look like he's
With
affected.
with great sadness that I must inform you that one of the visions will surely soon will be present at our very doorstep. There's more of hushed whispers, but some of them are angry.
You're cutting up a lot right now.
Really?
Yeah.
He sounds mostly fine. Maybe it's on your side.
Interesting.
But yeah, she said basically that one of the visions will be present soon.
Mm. Yeah, I was able to understand, yeah. Mm.
Kind of looks again at all of you. Children of the tree, all of you must flee. There is any of you want to speak up?
I guess this is the moment.
Are you gonna?
Ares, like, he raises his body.
I would like you
That's
to
what
make
the-
a Constitution saving throw then.
Okay, but I'm also raising him up because I feel like he wants to speak up.
No, I know, but
Constitution saving throw.
yeah, him.
Yeah, because, like, was she giving time to say something? Well, did she
No,
pause?
you can't start fumbling when you need to roll. When I say
Yeah.
you roll. There's
Yeah,
no. I don't want to. No, you roll.
No.
Con save.
Let's see. 20 plus 9? Right.
Hmm.
Yeah, I also did that this sits up
So,
in a...
as you might not realize something, Ares, but someone, like, almost everyone in the chamber goes into uproar. The Oracle telling everyone to flee, to run. And as the sound begins to grow louder, as almost bellowing it screams, there is this look of a predator upon her eyes as she raises her left hand, and everyone goes silent, including you. Like you physically cannot twirl your tongue or move your jaw. The rest of your body is fine. For Constantine,
Hello.
you can see that every single person who made a commotion all of a sudden have these purplish roots essentially from the ground uprooted up to their body and essentially keeping their mouth in place. Almost like gagging them. As she almost with rage proclaims, "Silence! I have foretold of this day. I have foretold of the actions you will take." And all of you nodded your heads. All of you agreed. "And now that the day has come, you shall do as you said you would." Do I make myself clear? All of a sudden, she lets go of her left hand, and Ares, you can speak again. The sensation of your inability to speak. Now you can't speak, and everybody else. The thing becomes somber. To put
Yeah,
it mildly.
I wait for a bit more to see if she wants to continue speaking, or if someone else speaks up first. Whoever it is, I will let them have the
Okay,
opportunity
so
to do that
everybody
before.
is silent, still seeing as she wants to speak. He still continues. "It pains me. It pains all of you. For some centuries, for some millennium, your ancestors stood here proudly as guardians of the tree. Some of you might feel shame, reluctance, anger upon abandoning something that has been charged by your ancestors and their ancestors before you to guard this place, this sanctuary. But it is by my will, by my ancestors' will, that those actions were permitted by your ancestors. And thus you shall obey the words that I speak. And you shall do me, my, and your ancestors proud for this final duty. One of the Aracocras, actually, the one that you actually the first met in yeah, the first one that you actually met in this place, the one that was shitting, he all of a sudden flies up, keeping himself mid-air, and kind of proclaims bolsterously, I guess boldly proclaims. And where would you have us go? Where should us that have not have home except for this? Where would you have us go? There is an exchange of love. Everybody can roll insight if you wish.
Nah, who cares
Sure.
about what bird brains are going on about?
Constantine is like, me.
Ares has an idea.
Oh,
What did I have to roll?
insight.
I mean, the most interesting thing here is if they're all desperate, that's pretty cheap labor, if you ask me.
Capitalism mind go brr.
I know an Eric Cocker who would love to put them to work.
Oh no.
Oh, I didn't roll that good.
I know a place that needs a lot of people right now.
Eri, like for everybody else, you have no clue that this small little exchange, because it was so brief and small. For Ares, these two individuals look upon each other with respect. There is now a conflict between them until Hawk, the oracles. To the north, to the east, to the south, to anywhere you wish. We were gifted with wings. We can traverse wherever we wish. unimpeded by the threats of the ground. On those wings alone, you can claim your destiny, whichever you see fit. For the destiny of the guardians of the trees is a passing notion, even as we speak. Let me roll something. Okay. There's a brief exchange of looks again, staring at each other. Everybody's going silent. There's some hushed small talk, what to do, until the Oracle nods and stares at everybody else. You have until sunset to leave. Beyond that, your lives are forfeit. Stay behind. As all of a sudden, there's this silence. Some voices want to speak up again. Until she just kind of points. Just point. Just a simple pointing motion. And you all of a sudden hear sounds of talons at mass clattering as majority of the people start to immediately exit the premise. Of course, none of you are imposed by this. The 5 of you, and of course the handful of other people that are not there, Cobra, but they also walk out with the rest of their Cobra. In like 3 minutes, in a chamber that was about 300 something people, there's only 5 of you and the 2 Rokokras. One of the Oracle and the other that spoke to the Oracle. It immediately plops to the ground and stares at you. Ares. Would you like to say anything?
Yeah. This time he cannot muster any kind of expression, so he keeps it neutral. And yes, hello. It's I've come here to meet you.
Can you roll me an insight? You invest.
Again.
Oh,
Ares, you can have advantage. That's pretty sad.
23.
Harry, my boy.
he is way occupied by his own extremely pessimistic thoughts. Yeah, he
Don't
feels
worry.
like he feels like he has laid his head down in a guillotine right now.
Bess.
Mhm.
And the two are Cochrane. The one on the right, the larger, the male one, seems to be looking at all of you with, with neutrality. Same as the Oracle, or at first you thought. You look upon her as she looks upon Ares, and you see hatred. Pure, indismissible hatred towards Ares. If she could, if she had the power, if she could do what she wants, she would skewer him, spilling his guts out, pluck his ears out, pluck his eyes out, and make him believe. Did you hear all that?
Make
Last
him
part.
and
Cut off.
Basically,
But I almost made it back.
make him breakfast.
she wants to kill him, but you realize why, Bess? Because you rolled so high. This is her home. This whole place, this whole legacy. And now comes a child. And something, somehow, someway told her that she has to lose it all, probably including herself, because of this child. It's like if you had back in your tribe lived happily and peacefully, and then a stranger you never met before came, and because of him, you all have to die. It gives the infuriating sensation.
Except if you die, we die, so.
Alas, the Oracle just stares at you, Ares, and says, "Oh, I know.
I've come with a warning that I think the World Tree is in danger. Or I'm sure it is.
Oh, you gullible child. The world is not only the tree."
The world is what?
Hmm?
You got cut off again. The world is what?
The world is in danger. Not only the tree.
But isn't there a way to stop it? Do you know anything? Does it have to be this way?
Vess,
Yes.
the more you listen to Ares, the more the Oracle becomes infuriated.
No, despite the 2, Ares did get a 20 on that insight check.
Oh, Ares! She fucking... Why did you say it now?
Yeah, you should.
I mean,
Should've
you
said
rolled
earlier.
that.
It's-
You rolled
yeah,
out
no,
that after it was confirmed a failure. So that's why.
Yeah.
I said I was helping him, and then I rolled the extra modifiers as normal and gave
Oh
him
my
the total
fucking
numbers.
god, and you...
Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry, I put it all in chat.
Ares. The Oracle, despite looking relatively inviting and pleasing to the eye, you can see clear and unquestionable hatred towards you. She does not like you. She hates you. And the fact that you're now whimpering before her, offering some vague alternatives, does not make the case any better. As all of a sudden, he just kind of approaches both of you and grabs Ares by the shoulder. And Ares,
I'm sitting on top of this.
I know,
Yes.
but she's 7 foot
She
tall.
reaches up.
She says tall's Vess.
Yeah.
But my shoulder is like 4 feet off the ground.
Don't worry, she'll make it work. She's got motion.
She grabs you by the shoulder and literally just throws you on the ground. Can you roll me a strength saving throw if you're gonna resist?
What's it? Wait, he tries to throw.
Ares off your back, Vess.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to strength save that nonetheless.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Because that's kind of rough. Wow, nat 1. Yeah,
She's angry.
Ares, you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage as the impact hits you and cracks the floor beyond you. There is genuine hatred. You probably never felt hatred this pure upon you as this the Oracle. As she just stares at you, and there's severe bitterness in her voice. Do not try convince fate otherwise. You are but a mortal, same as I, of blood, flesh, and bone.
Constantine just having tea in the background. Yeah.
Yeah, not that.
Roxas,
Ares
Vess would like to
sits up and sits on the floor.
Vess would like to gently put a hand on the Oracle's shoulder. Very gently.
Uh-huh.
Just, to calm down and then speak up.
Some do not know fate, some do not follow. Death comes and goes, but life prevails. We may not change what is going to happen, but we might make the next step better.
Honestly, we're super fucking quiet.
Basically, Pudgy saying, "Hey," basically saying, "Relax. I know it's gonna suck in the future, but we can look beyond that and make it that better."
You roll me persuasion check with disadvantage.
I had a feeling. Persuasion is that's a 10.
Whoa, we've been getting crap rolls.
She sways your hand gently, but even though her hands like twigs, those twigs are made of stronger stuff than steel. Because when she like budges away, it hurts when she just swats your hands away. And she looks back at Vess and then do not try to cuddle. Do not try to comfort me. The tree will burn, the world will burn, demons will arrive, and countless lives will be lost. You know how many years have I lived with the knowledge that with me, everything that my ancestors built, it will be destroyed.
And you see, looking back.
And yet, I stand here, and I wish to crush as much as those who wish to harm. You sensed it, the power inside me. That power will be used against those demons.
What is happening? I just look at the dice roll.
Don't mind us.
Again, I love repetition.
People are beaming.
I'm sorry, after seeing this girl beat up both Vess and Ares, I was thoroughly entertained.
Yeah.
He's like, do it again!
She's such a
Yeah.
girl boss, you know what I'm
Ares
saying?
is just sitting on the ground looking at Puck.
Constantine is thoroughly entertained by this girl beating up all the people he's had to work with this entire day.
Massive sadist. Sadist.
So, how does she respond to that?
Stairs. The victory will be achieved. That much I know. But for the world to live, the tree must die.
That's just nods. Acknowledging her.
She looks at yours again, still filled with hatred. And then she clenches her fist towards you, and then it softens. As her eyes become a bit watery, and her legs a bit shaky.
In Ares' expression right now, he is looking more relieved and calm than he has been done in, like, ever since his home burned down.
Wink.
And he has a very sad smile, but a very genuine smile on his face.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't say anything. He just stares at her.
Alright,
The Oracle bitterly sighs. At least you're informed of what will happen. My heart would have been wrenched once more if I knew that I had to recite, word by word. At least there is some confidence.
Yeah. Ares nods and, closing his eye and smiles, he says, I'm so relieved that there will be someone in this world that hates me, that will hate me for this.
I wish to hate you, I truly do. I would snuff out your life on this very floor if I knew it would make a difference. Alas, it won't. Alas, it won't. As all of a sudden she just approaches a bit closer and extends her hand towards you.
He hesitates for a brief moment before accepting her hand.
She picks you up, kind of puts you there. My people will flee today, and after sunset, we can perform the ritual and say farewell to the tree. If you wish to meditate upon your actions, reflect upon your reasons and motivations, throw any doubts, now is the time.
Yeah, I will try my best. He stands up, and then turns to the rest of the party members. If all of you want to leave, you should do that as well.
I don't think I will.
It's my guest.
After all, a contract's a contract. Until the end. Can I raise his teacup?
Everybody can roll me a perception. As you're kind of left together in a small group, the Oracle returns back to the other cockroach. Best Theo, Constantine, you're not rolling, right? Perception, ignoring it.
Am I included?
Ares, come on.
Am I included in that?
You get advantage, mate. I'm helping you.
What kind of rolls? What kind of sick rolls you gonna give him?
Oh, no,
that's
that's
a tool
wrong.
Just,
That's just a 20. That's illegal. He has
It's
a 30.
20. That's a
Okay, everybody
it's a
can roll.
30.
Everybody
No,
can.
no, 35.
Oh, sorry, 35. Apologies.
Go ahead.
So, what you basically see as you're having this little discussion, everything goes silent as to one of the ways out of this area. Two Rakokras stand there for a few moments. Um, actually, all of you see a small commotion again between the two, as you seem to be reacting to each other's words until all of a sudden the Oracle seemingly gets very close to the other Cobra and simply seemingly passes something on.
You got cut off.
Which part?
Passive
The
something.
Oracle got.
Oh, the Oracle got the Cobra a bit closer and passed something
Again,
to
cut
it.
off.
Fuck!
Someplace.
The Oracle got
Close to the Oracle.
Yeah, the Oracle got close to the Rakokra and
Yes.
passed something on. Technically everybody saw what it was passed. There was an egg. As all of a sudden the other Rakokra looks a bit out of surprise. As all of a sudden the male Rakokra just hugs the Oracle for a few moments before leaving the premises. The Oracle, staring through the doorway, seemingly looks for a few moments and then dissipates into nothing. So, you got one long rest to figure out what the fuck you want to do, what you want to
Yeah.
get, etc., etc.
So,
Is that for next session?
Yes, because it's been 3 hours.
oh good. Then I'm gonna write down
Yeah.
some ideas.
Yeah, I will know for sure. I will cast before the next long rest. I will cast the spell, the teleportation spell. So everyone that wants to leave can teleport away from you. Hint, hint. Lenk will probably. Ares will pretty strongly try to convince Lenk to go back to Rocks.
Anyway, with that being said and done, anything you wish to say before I'm shutting the stream down with no survivors?
Next session, Forbidden Bonfire.
Bring the marshmallows.
Next session. Fun.
ooh.
Ooh.